Steve Buscemi plays God.
Because he is God.
Yeah, he's God, and he's been for a long time. He's been the CEO of a company called Heaven Inc., which is the company in the sky that basically runs and manages Earth. And like a lot of corporations over the years, it's just gotten increasingly ramshackle and decrepit, and there have been budget cuts. And as the population of Earth has increased, the Heaven Inc. finds itself, worse and worse off, and it's become just this terrible nightmare place where nothing is working the way it should. So in the first episode, he decides that he's not going to throw good money after bad. He's going to blow up the Earth and fulfill his other dream, which is to open up a restaurant. And a bunch of angels in the Department of Answered Prayers, which is like the equivalent of the IT department. It's like as low in the company as it gets. Have to convince him to change his mind. And what they do is they make a bet, which is if they can answer God's got this inbox full of prayers that he can't even bear to look at because they're impossible. And the bet is if we can answer one of those, you'll keep Earth open. And that's the show. They've got 2 weeks to answer a prayer, or else the world explodes.
It's great having the writer and show creator here, so we don't have to do the story bit. It's so
the whole time
good.
Like that does happen, and that did happen.
That's right.
I forgot that part.
Sometimes you just find material that you're like, I want to do this. Like I want to be a part of making this, and that was what this was from the moment that I read the book, and then spoke to Simon about the possibility of doing it as a series, and it was just like, I was very, very in from the word go. I think I had to have one of those conversations with my agents, like after I spoke to you, where I was like, okay, guys, I basically said yes on the phone. So like, I'm sorry, I probably shouldn't have, but like, make it happen now.
I play Sanjay, who is God's right hand man, kind of the archangel of the show. When the show begins, you kind of think that he has the dream job, like he doesn't have to slum it with Daniel's character down below. I like work in kind of the penthouse of heaven, like in this beautiful set that we built. And then very quickly realized that my job is a nightmare because God is very childish and I'm pretty much babysitting my boss a lot. And then as the show goes on, my character craves to do what Daniel's character does, which is actually make an effort to make the world better instead of just having this kind of flashy job. So it's this really fun arc where I start off as this horrible person, and then I have a heart by the end.
I play an angel called Craig who works in the Department of Answered Prayers, which, as Simon said, is sort of much lower on the totem pole than we on Earth would probably like to think that it is. And he, has become he's very, very scared of failing, and so has sort of narrowed his world and his sort of remit of the prayers he answers to only very, very small, easily achievable prayers, which he puts a lot of care and work into, but aren't actually affecting the world as a whole. And then Eliza, Geraldine's character, comes in and is kind of immediately disillusioned by how ineffectual the prayer department is. And she's kind of, she's the exact opposite of Craig in that she is bold and active and kind of maybe sort of too far in that direction. In that some of her actions do end up killing a lot of people inadvertently. But it's sort of, that's what she really brings Craig sort of out of himself as the series goes on and makes him realize that answering prayers can be about more than just finding lost keys or gloves.
The novel is called What in God's Name, which is unfortunate because Miracle Workers is a better title, but I didn't come up with it then. But I started writing What in God's Name in 2000 and probably 2008 or 2009. It came out in 2012, and now here we are in 2019. So these things take a long time, and I think that the most wonderful part about adapting a novel is that you have help. And it's not just you alone in your darkened bedroom. You get to collaborate with brilliant writers and performers, and it's been so thrilling to work with everyone, Dan and Karen and the entire team. And I feel like the show is, for me anyway, way more successful than the novel. Next time I write a novel, hopefully everybody will just come to my bedroom and we can kind of figure it out together and crack it.